My fiance took my wedding dress without permission and allowed multiple people to try it on. So I demanded that they pay for a new dress or there will be no wedding. My fiance and I had been engaged for 4 months. We're planning on having our wedding on October 18th. My future mother-in-law kept annoying me and sending me suggestions for choosing the right wedding dress, and said that she knew better and tried to get me to approve of wedding dresses that she chose, and when she couldn't enforce her decision she demanded that I take her with me to buy my wedding dress so she could have an opinion. Before I went shopping I called her to ask if she wanted to come but started making excuses about how busy she was with my sister-in-law. I went shopping with my mom and I was able to find a really nice dress, although it cost me a little over what I saved up for, but it was worth it. I made some changes to it and it was perfect. It arrived at my apartment at the end of the week. I made sure it was stored in a safe place so it wouldn't get ruined. Yesterday, I got back from my mom's house, and found that my fiancé wasn't home. Neither was the dress. I called him immediately knowing that he must have taken it to show it to his mom since she continuously asked to see it and refused to have me send her pictures of it on Facebook. I was so mad when it was confirmed that my fiancé took it to show it to his mom. He said he was going to be home in 30 minutes after he went to the supermarket. I waited for longer than I had to, and then when he arrived I ran to get my dress that was buried underneath grocery bags. I took it to check on it and its zipper was broken and the dress itself, fabric, was stretched out. I was like, what the fuck happened to it? My mother-in-law must have tried it on, because it looked ruined. The straps were almost loose. I had to call my mother-in-law when my fiancé told me his mom and sister took turns to try it on. I was absolutely livid. She told me she did nothing wrong and that I was making a big deal out of it. She said she'd get a replacement for the broken zipper, but I told her to pay for a new dress since it was stretched out and no longer fitting. She refused and said that I probably wasn't happy with my dress choice and wanted her to pay so I could get a new one. I yelled at her for trying it on and ruining it, that she and my fiancé were responsible for ruining my dress so they should pay for a new one. It's done, no longer fitting, the straps are in a horrible condition. My mom said she'd pay for fixing it, but I just hate it now that someone else wore it before me. I'm mad at both of them and seriously considering postponing the wedding. Update. So, after everything that happened with my wedding dress, I took some time to think things over. I was beyond furious, and honestly, I still am. My fiancé kept trying to downplay the situation, saying it was just a dress and that his mom didn't mean any harm. He completely ignored the fact that she tried on my wedding dress, stretched it out, and damaged the straps and zipper. I told him straight up that this wasn't just about the dress, it was about boundaries, respect, and the fact that he prioritized his mom's wishes over mine. His response? I just wanted to make her happy. So, what about my happiness? What about the fact that I worked hard to afford this dress, and now I don't even want to wear it because his mom and sister were playing dress up in it? As for my mother-in-law, she still refuses to pay for a new one and keeps acting like I'm the unreasonable one for demanding that she take responsibility for what she did. She even had the audacity to say I was being bridezilla and that I was too attached to the dress. Of course, I am. It's my wedding dress. My mom offered to pay for repairs, but I just can't bring myself to wear it anymore. I don't want to walk down the aisle in a dress that was disrespected like that. At this point, I told my fiancé that I don't want to continue with the wedding anymore. This situation just proved to me that this is just one of the many times he will side with his mother over me, and I refuse to live my life like that. That's when he suddenly backpedaled and said he would pay for a new wedding dress. But at this point, I'm done. His mother and sister are both texting me, but I blocked them both.